Yeah, hello and welcome to another update. I'm here on the silver futures chart, and silver has pushed slightly above the previous swing high from November, from the 13th of November. That technically invalidates the 1-2 setup to the downside. I still have it on the chart because it's only we have a marginally higher high, really only of a few cents on the futures charts. I do not call that invalidated. The reason why I don't call it invalidated is because on the spot chart, it's not. Okay, so on the spot chart, it's still valid. You see that this is a lower high, the XAG USD. So we'll see we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I have already talked about it in the gold video that it becomes more probable, obviously, especially with silver pushing the limits, that the white scenario might take over. So let's talk about these two potentials. The yellow scenario is the one in which the market could easily still give us another low. So quick reminder, A wave down, B wave up. Here, guys, an overshooting B wave is not even uncommon. And you could technically even see all of that as part of the B wave, but it's a bit special, a bit exotic. But anyway, this could have been a B wave and then wave 1 down, wave 2 up. Super questionable because on the futures it's invalidated. And then 3, 4, 5. Even though Elliott Wave technically allows for that, especially modern futures markets, sometimes you can get that slight overlap. It's very rare though, so you can't rely on it. But in this particular scenario, the fourth wave could still be unfolding. Let me shift all of that here to the right. And yeah, we could get still a broader waveform, basically. Yeah. Now, it's important to understand that we're now at this key level and silver is clearly pushing the limits here. So what happens if we break more decisively above our green invalidation line here for the downside structure at 54.40? And by the way, before we talk about that, don't get me wrong. I'm not bearish on silver, okay? I'm not bearish on gold. I said before, I still assume before a more substantial, maybe even major top forms, we could get one more high. One more high in this cycle. Very, very important, yeah? So what we are tracking here on the silver chart as bullish count then, more directly bullish because they are both still allowing for higher prices. You might hear the dog there in the background. That's the white count in which the wave 4 already bottomed. This here is a 3-wave move up in wave 1, which is very questionable because it would just be clearer with a 5-wave move up, but here we only have 3 waves, so I can call that still a wave 1. Very difficult to call that all a wave 2 here. It just doesn't add up. This here would be the 3rd wave now, but an A, B, C in wave 3, then wave 4, then wave 5. So this is the roadmap to higher prices, possibly $60 plus. It should be clear now that we're at a very, very important decision point here. Very clear level. I mean, if we can avoid to break above that high that formed on Thursday, yellow count remains plausible, but questionable still. Yeah. So it's become less likely already. If a pullback starts from here and it's clearly corrective and we hold a higher low, then it's possibly the white count. Also, if we push more decisively above the 13th of November high, likely the white count is leading, right? That's the thing. So I think key point here, gold has not invalidated at all any downside setup, but we also haven't really seen any breakdown confirmation yet. So I think we need to be a bit flexible here now. So far, this correction has pretty much gone according to plan. Now, the market has reached this key decision point. So I think next week will probably give us an answer there. I'll, of course, keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our stocks membership. It's the Patreon link. You can find it in the description. Gold and silver are also updated there pretty much every day as a bonus, actually, because the focus is on stocks. And if you're wondering where you can actually trade silver, and we cooperate with a broker that I use myself, XTB, they're a globally regulated broker. In some countries, you might qualify for a free stock if you decide to sign up with the link in our comment section. With that, you also support our project here, and we can give you more and more analysis. This here is, for example, for the UK. So there are 3 days left to claim a free share. Again, they've got 10,900 instruments, 2 million plus investors, customers, commission-free trading, I think, up to a volume of 100,000 euros per month. And yeah, you can actually trade silver. Well, not directly, but you can trade silver CFDs. So they do offer that. Please make sure that you understand the risk. And yeah, just understand the risk with CFDs, because you can short, you can trade leverage, but you need to understand what you're doing if you do that. So you can trade silver CFDs. That closely mirrors the futures chart that I'm tracking here. And yeah, this is the dashboard. I mean, they have a financial economic calendar and everything. You can check what's going on. Obviously, not much this week. Market analysis tools and much more. So check it out. Thanks so much. I wish you a great day. Bye bye.